Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, folks. How is everybody doing today? And today we're back after a long hiatus. Not really a long, maybe a couple months. As you can see, we're in a new setting, but we're making it work. We're making it happen. Let's get into it. Harman's pretty much released a new 35mm and 120 color film, the Harman Phoenix 200. And I gotta say, it's interesting. It's pretty cool. You get different. It's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe for sure. It has its own personality. It has its own color. It has its own grain to it. And I've shot it a lot on 35, and I just recently put one roll of 120 through my RZ67. I feel like Phoenix did a really good job making their own kind of stylized look, I could say. Let's just talk about some of the shots that I got over the past couple months. The colors can get a little wonky depending on the lighting. I've had talked to a couple people about how they prefer to shoot this film. Some people say don't shoot the sky, because if you shoot the sky, it's gonna mess with the colors even more. In my personal experience, certain light bulbs create crazy green overcasts. So yeah, the lighting does have an effect on how the film looks. It works best in outdoor situations, especially in my case. I personally would underexpose this film, just because you definitely get a different look. It is 200 speed. I've shot it at 400 speed whether it was on accident or not. I still think underexposing it looks cool. But yeah, the thing about Phoenix is that it has its own quirks to it. It's not something that I'm using on gigs or like I would use in personal work as per se, to like my go-to Portrait 800 or my go-to Cinestill 400D. It definitely is more on this, you know, if you want to get experimental. The colors are what they are. But it has its own vibe to it. It's definitely a vibe. Again, I'm gonna say vibe a lot in this video. I feel like it does really well out in outdoor situations. Sunlight, it is 200 speed for, you know, a reason. But where I really think it shines in dark situations. I did an indoor portrait session recently. Shout out to Alondra and Gabby. That was a very good shoot. We definitely got some vibey looking tones, for sure. It's album cover esque, in the words. I'd use those words, album cover esque. It's my new favorite stylized film. I was a fan of Lomo Purple before this, but now I think I'm more leaning into buying Phoenix 200. And at the price point, can't go wrong. It's $10. In a world where we have $18 rolls of film, $20 rolls of film, depending on where you buy it, you can't go wrong with $10 at both 35 and 120. It's a pretty good price if you want like a stylized look. Again, they're known for their black and white, so for them to make a color film generally probably means that they're gonna dive more into the color emulsions, which I'm looking forward to see. I would love to see a 400 speed film, or just like I would love to see another 800 speed film. I would just like to see more new film come out, I guess is what I'm saying. Give us some different alternatives, especially from an established brand such as Harman. So to see them drop color film is cool. All right, so some places I've shot this roll. I've shot this at a music festival. I shot this at Lollapalooza. I've shot this in my workplace. I work at a photo lab. I've shot this at a waterfall in my town, Patterson, New Jersey, which I actually have a t-shirt for it on right now. I've shot it, you know, at some monuments in my town. So what I'm trying to say is I think I've covered most of the bases of where to shoot this film, and you know, I think I have a decent idea of what to expect when shooting this film. But like I said, it's a stylized film. It's meant to give a look, a vibe, a big vibe. And that's what Phoenix does. It gives vibes. Out of all the stylized films that are out there, I think this is probably one of my newer and favorite film stocks. I'll definitely pick up another roll. It was shaky in the beginning. I didn't know what to expect, but now I can definitely respect the film. And I think what Harman is doing is they're prepping us for what's to come, hopefully. Shout out to all the people that let me shoot them. Shout outs to Natasha, my fiance. Shout outs to nature and just people in the wild. Shout outs to the lab. I'm just glad to be back in here and talking with you guys about photography. Again, if you're new here and you like the content, just say, subscribe, like, stick around. We're definitely going to be doing more of these. We're going to be bringing on some homies eventually soon. Some people with interesting stories. We'll just be talking about the one hobby that we really love, which is photography. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cool.